launch tournament. We're going to be coming up to our final match here between Elab from Lebanon and Bendover from Egypt. We started off with 8 teams. We're down to 2 teams for the final position. Meanwhile, a battle for third place is going on between TT and YOLO. Elab have cruised through the tournament so far. They've managed to get past their opponents with ease, perhaps, except TT, which put a bit of a fight in their second match. YOLO versus TT currently is on Game 3. It's our first match in this tournament that goes to Game 3.
Yep.
And we're actually quite happy to see a bit of a balanced match. We're hoping this final match between Bendover and Elab will also be somewhat balanced.
I mean, yeah, that's what you would expect from a final. So hopefully we'll get a real final this time around.
And really, I mean, we need to also give credit to Bendover, who have also seemed to get past their matches with a bit of ease.
Yes.
They've also won straight 2s in all their matches to reach the finals.
Yes.
And they've put very solid performances, very little mistakes in terms of teamwork. And they were always quick to fight back, quick to, whenever there's a mistake or a team fight, they mess up in, they were very quick to recover and take back positioning. Elab, on the other hand, seem to have been in control in most of their games, as we mentioned, except for that one game against TT where they put a great fight.
I mean, yeah. So far, both teams, Bendover and Elab, have impressed. Their gameplay is easy on the eye. They do very well in team fights, and their drafts are pretty damn good too. So it's going to be interesting to see how both teams do in this game, especially.
And I mean, we're already on to the picks and bans, so it's now Bendover's turn to pick. Their first pick is a Dazzle.
Yep. So we see the template bans coming from both teams, Doom Tusk and the Undying NIO. So Bendover go ahead with the Dazzle pick. I mean, it's pretty casual support, and Darkseer, a very good offlaner. In the meantime, we have the Ancient Apparition Slardar pick up by Elab, and they pick up the Slardar and Ancient Apparition a lot. Actually, I've never seen a game where they I've barely seen a game where they have.
I was just about to say, every game they've had, Elab, they've picked Slardar or Ancient Apparition, and mostly Slardar.
The thing is, they won't give you time to ban those 2 heroes, because you're gonna have to ban the other heroes that are currently unbalanced in the sort of in this patch.
Yeah.
This patch, the Doom, the IO, the Undying, and of course Tusk.
I mean, that sounds fair enough. You get to battle it out in balanced heroes, but there seems to be favorites still, despite being balanced.
And it looks like Elab like to work within their comfort zones. So right now we have the Invoker TA bans and the Night Stalker Spirit Breaker bans. Pretty much all those heroes have sort of a global presence with Sunstrike and Invoker, except the TA. And right now we'll await the third picks coming from both Elab and Bendo.
So 4 bans for both teams so far. Do the picks reveal anything about the team's setup yet?
Well, I mean, if you have a Darkseer, you'd expect to have some sort of team fight capabilities there. And with Elab, we already know that they're going to be ganking all over the place. We could see a possible repick, as they did in the previous game with Elab. They would with the Ancient Apparition Slardar, possibly a safe lane Invoker to help with Sunstrikes and a Beastmaster with the Eagle, and that does a lot of damage on the map. So we'll see how that works out. Anyway,
Windranger for a third pick.
It's most probably going to be a mid hero, unless Raji decides to play it off lane. But Windranger off lane isn't really as effective as she is when she's played in the middle. So it's going to be a decent test for Bendover to see how they respond towards Elab's picks so far. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how in general Bendover go against Elab's cohesion as a team. I mean, we've seen them time and time again go into team. I mean, you would be ganking a member of Elab, and then suddenly you're fighting 5 guys, and they're quick to turn. They're quick. They've got insane awareness of the map.
Yeah, and Elab are very quick to respond. You're right about that, and they don't give you enough space to breathe. Right near the carriers, for example, they'll quickly come on to ganks. They always start on the head start with the team fights. They're always the first ones to initiate almost, because their positioning is brilliant most of the time.
And I think because of their positioning, Bendover need to have their timing, their map awareness, and their communication right. No late TPs. If you use late TPs against Elab, we've seen you getting punished time and time again.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen earlier so far that Bendover beat YOLO pretty easily, and YOLO are doing pretty well actually. They've done well so far this tournament. And we've seen them pull off some great stuff against TT on games, and well, in game 2 in specific. So it's going to be interesting to see how Bendover actually match up against Elab. So Elab might have a game in their hands this time around.
So for those of you just tuning in, TT versus YOLO. TT did win their first game, which moved on to the second game, and YOLO managed to recover, winning the second game, and now they're in game 3 in battle for third place.
Yes, and that game is going on around now.
So,
and, yep.
Fourth picks for both teams, Rubik and Shadowfiend.
So, Rubik is pretty much a good stable support. It does do good early nuke damage, and of course with the left is a pretty damn good disable. It can also lead to another stun for another hero just in case, for example with Dazzle to prevent him from doing his Shadow Grave, for example, and Shadow Fiend for him to disrupt the Realm of Souls channeling. And yeah, but Shadow Fiend is going to be most likely going to be played versus a Wind Ranger mid. Wind Ranger is going to have the better matchup in the beginning, but once Shadow Fiend gets those souls, he'll be matching Wind Ranger neck and neck. So it'll be up to Bendover to try to seize the moment, possibly apply pressure on Wind Ranger in the middle lane in the early stages of the game. So the bans, we have the Razor ban coming from Elab. Razor would be definitely a very difficult hero to play against if you're a Slardar. I mean, static link, taking up all that right click damage away from Slardar, it would leave him to basically nothing.
And I don't think Elab have picked Rubik yet this tournament. Is that?
I'm not so sure. I was unfortunately not available yesterday, but today I do not recall them picking Rubik at all.
It'll be interesting to see them play Rubik for the first time. I think we've seen TT pick Rubik, we've seen Bendover pick Rubik in this tournament. This is the first time we see Elab do it, so it'll also be interesting to see how that plays out in a team.
Yes, and Rubik has some good spells steal. He can.
He's got plenty of spells to steal from the other lineup.
Darkseer, Wall of Replica, Earthshaker, Echo Slam, or Fissure is even pretty much good enough, and Fissure can be spammed that quite often for him to steal it actually. And we have a Phoenix ban, so that's an off-laner off the list for Elab. So Elab are waiting for the final hero. It's most probably going to be an off-laner, unless of course it's Slardar.
Ooh, anti-mage.
So it's going to be an anti-mage. So Bendover needs to finish this game as soon as possible, and as we've already seen a game earlier where it was Bendover versus YOLO, I believe.
Is it? I mean, we know how important it is for anti-mage to be farmed, right?
Yeah, I mean,
would Elab resort to something like a tri-lane for?
Yeah, an aggressive tri-lane could possibly work, especially in the early stages of the game. They have Dazzle and Earthshaker. It's not. I mean, versus an Ancient Apparition and Rubik, they could be possibly bullied. However, I mean, Bendover possibly would go for a hero that would look good in a aggressive tri-lane, like maybe a Viper, who could harass anti-mage on the daily with his poison and...
Bendover down to 20 seconds left of the reserve time to make that last pick. I think that anti-mage has given them something extra to think about.
Yeah, exactly, and they're just taking their time now. Hopefully their time won't run out and they'll have to random a hero, so it's a gyro counter.
Oh, gyro.
So it's gonna be an interesting game we have.
I think this is gonna be a very fun game to watch, and I'm actually looking forward to this one.
So it's gonna be Scarlet playing safe lane on the gyro, and then we have the rest of the teams.
There you go. We're off.
We're off.
Well, and we start off with a disconnect. I think the teams should be pausing at this stage, and there you go.
Yes. So let's start. Let me start introducing the teams on both sides. For on the Radiant side, we have Gave Up here, or GH, playing the Ancient Apparition. Raji playing the Anti-Mage. So if Raji's playing the Anti-Mage, it's most likely going to be an off-lane, safe lane Anti-Mage. I've never really seen him play as a carry. He's a very good off-laner, that's what I know for sure. CBS playing Slardar, Smiley playing Rubik, and finally GH. Again, sorry. GH gave up, and GH. Okay, GH is one ranger, and this guy named himself after him. In the meantime, Hamada on the Dazzle, Ara playing the Earthshaker, Scarlet playing the Gyrocopter, Poe playing the Darkseer, and finally Kikizor playing the final hero, which was the Shadow Fiend.
Well, thanks for the introductions. While we wait for the other player to join from his disconnect, Amar, I will have to leave you to this final match. I'm sure you're going to entertain our viewers. For those of you still with us, thanks for tuning in. Remember, this is a best-of-3 final. and we hope you guys enjoy it as much as we are. Amr, it's all yours.
All right, thank you. Anyways, from this lineup, from Elab's lineup, it's gonna be interesting to see how they play. They're really gonna have an aggressive tri lane here if it's these three in particular, Stargard, Rubik, and Ancient Apparition. They can bully from the start of the game, of course, with the Chilling Touch doing good amounts of damage, and of course the slows coming from with the Ice Vortex and the Rubik's Telekinetic Earth. Slaughter's Smash as well can actually slow a lane down, and I think Bendover will have a game on the hands. And likewise, the other way around, Hamada would be there for that heal, and Shallow Grave, the famous Ara, could counter stun. Hopefully, he won't be blocking his teammates with any of his fissures. Hopefully, they'll be on point. And yeah, then Scarlet is we'll be able to deal with that tri lane pretty easily, in my opinion.
And I'm back, guys. Very excited about this game. A little bummed out we can't cast the final game of the best of 3 we were just casting a few moments ago between TT and YOLO. I thought that was a pretty good series, very entertaining. That one's starting right now on our other channel. But who are we to complain? We're casting the final right now.
And so it looks like Kikazor has logged into his Shadow Fiend, and looks like we'll be ready to launch anytime soon. Somebody has went to the bathroom, so I guess we'll still have to wait.
So,
sometime.
What do you think of the drafting stages?
I like Elab's aggressive. I mean, they went for an aggressive tri lane, most likely, with the Slardar, Ancient Apparition, and the Rubik. And we've seen them pick Ancient Apparition and Slardar all the time. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they work.
You don't think the tri lane is going to be babysitting anti-mage?
No. I think Raji's playing anti-mage right now, and he's most likely going to be the offlaner. He's going to be in a solo offlane, possibly against the Darkseer, who's going to give him a very hard time with the Iron Shell. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this.
He's going to have to take a point in Spell Shield early.
Yeah, exactly. He probably most likely will, unless he puts it in Blink first. But we'll see how it goes. But he can also harass the Darkseer with some mana drain, and maybe he'll get his Soul Ring slower than usual. So yeah. Let's take a look. Kikazor mid. Like a tri lane up top with Scarlet, Hamada, and Ara, and finally Poe, and on the offlane Darkseer. So anytime now, we're just waiting for them to reconnect so we can...
So it's another AA Slardar.
Yep.
Was it insta-pick again? First two?
First two picks. And that's what I was discussing earlier. You can't really ban those two heroes out, because then you'll have big heroes like Doom available to be chosen, and etc. IO, for example. But maybe next time we'll see game 2 have a change. Maybe they'll decide to ban one of the other heroes. Ban Slardar, ban IO, keep Doom up. All depends really.
I mean, the more and more I look at it, they both have pretty solid drafts.
Yep, no mistakes by either drafter. Like we'll finally go underway now.
And I feel like genuinely, I really do believe Bendover will want to fight more often early on. I just feel like the second Gyro hits level 6, they can get some kills. I mean, Earthshaker Gyro alone, you get one Fisher off with the call down, you're getting kills.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that combo is gonna work out. But I doubt Earthshaker is gonna. Well, Earthshaker already on the aggressive here, going with the boots of speed there. It looks like he wants to go for that early first blood and possibly provide some space for the rest of the team. Looks like we have some more technical possibly some ping issues. So
Dota Reborn stuff.
Yep. But we'll give more time for each team to discuss some tactics here. And
A little anticlimactic.
yep. And do you have any news about the game? Breathe. Semi-final?
Any news? No, that game actually was delayed also because of 2 disconnects on the side of YOLO, I believe. They just connected around 6 to 7 minutes ago, so that game should be 6 to 7 minutes in. And I don't remember much about the draft, but I do remember it was a panda mid, brewmaster mid
Master.
for daddy. Not so talkative anymore, these players. I think the tension is seeping in a little bit. This is the final.
8,000.
I mean, it's double. It's what you get for first place is double what you get for second. So
Yeah, both of these are still gonna get good chunks of money, but everybody wants to go for that 8,000.
and he's back. Who are your favorites?
I have no idea.
No idea, huh?
But
You're gonna
But-
play Switzerland.
yeah, like I don't know. Raji is a good offlaner, but I don't know much. But Bendover caught me by surprise. To be honest, I didn't really expect them to come this far. I didn't recognize any of their players, but so far they've done really, really well.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think they're definitely the surprise of the tournament.
Yeah, they're the underdogs, and well,
I've really been impressed with Ara too. Like Ara's play has been on point, and he can play support and he can play carry.
looks like Raji might actually catch somebody there. Oh, looks like he'll be playing the safe lane solo. Some smoke is used here. Will they catch anybody out? Nope.
30 seconds to battle.
And smoke has faded away.
A little bit of a waste, but sometimes it's worth it.
Yep. And looks like they're gonna have some rotations towards bottom. This is gonna be a tri-lane of Raji, Vardar, and Chapparition to
The battle begins.
Sorry.
I think Slardar is gonna solo off lane, and the tri lane is gonna be on safe with ancient with.
It's gonna be an aggressive tri-lane
Oh,
with the Anthony.
no, you were right.
Or
Yeah,
solo off lane. Yeah. Hard lane Raji.
interesting.
Interesting, yep. I know Raji plays off lane, so I expected it to
You had some insider info.
Yep. In the meantime, Rubik here
Ah,
circling
this
around.
isn't gonna work.
But does realize he's here. Does he pop a fissure here?
That was a little
he
late.
gets- He does knock him a couple of HP down, so that was, I mean, he should have knocked it out earlier. He
Yeah,
would've-
definitely would have got first blood
But I
there.
think he was afraid of the lift over the fissure or something, so I guess that didn't work out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So it looks like Scarlet here. See if he does a good job last hitting this time around. So we see that Keikizor leading last hits at the moment. Meantime, Raji here applying some first blood
Oh,
already.
Ara.
Power Shaker on Rubik. Rubik has fallen, and it looks like the movement of Hamada and Rubik and Dazzle has been on point. A quick TP by
Yeah,
Rubik.
it's a tilt TP.
Yep, and Scarlet getting those levels. It looks like Rubik here is gonna come in from some precious last hits, or sorry, some. Anyways, towards the bottom lane. Looks like Anti-Mage Wind Ranger gets a kill on the Shadow Fiend in the
Oh,
mid.
that's big. That's a solo kill.
Yeah, no help was there, no involved there, and only some power shot and wind run was used there. No raises on by the Shadow Fiend, and that was That was a very expensive kill there. In the
Definitely.
meantime, Oh applying some pressure on Raji. As you can see, one level of spell shield.
He looks
has
to be
already-
going the burning build, the 1-1-1 and stats.
Yep, and look at it go already, doing some good amounts of damage. But he'll have enough tangos to stay in the lane long enough to farm. Wind Ranger leading the last hits in the mid. After that good first, get that good kill in mid on KKZor. No shackle was used there, so only power shots and one run, so good enough to finish the job. And Scarlet is doing pretty well himself. And anti-major at pretty low HP, but nothing significant at the moment. Meantime,
Chilling
have-
touch.
chilling touch on GH, who seems to try to harass Kikizora as much as he can. Some raises here and there, but they're pretty low level right now. In the meantime, we do see some fissure going down.
Oh,
Slaughter
nice
could be in
block
trouble.
by Ara.
Determined. Is he gonna make it far? Yes, he will. He's too fast.
Oh,
But Scarlet is trying to right click him down. Is there gonna be any movement from Shadow?
Oh,
Fiend?
he's still going
Oh,
down.
he's gonna fall regardless. His top lane has been successful here. Hamada and Scarlet doing really well to stop the aggressive tri-lane here coming from the Ancient Apparition and Rubik. In the meantime, we have some move around here from Smiley
This should
Face
be
on
a kill.
Kikizor. Is he gonna lift him? Yes, he will. A Shackle will probably follow up. And he does
Oh,
pin him
very
down.
nice shackle.
Very, very nice Shackle, and he does fall.
Rubik gets the kill. A little unfortunate, but kill on the Shadow Fiend's a kill on the Shadow Fiend.
So that's 2 deaths there on the Shadow Fiend, as we see there. 1 kill goes towards the Rubik, and 1 death on his name as well. So, last hits going.
Anti-Mage getting a little low down on the bottom,
Looks like Anti-Mage is
He's
gonna
got a
pop us
blink.
off, however. Yeah.
but he's almost out of tangos already. I mean, Darkseer is putting in work.
Yep, and he'll soon have his Soul Ring up. Oh,
Oh.
he opted for the bottle instead, and in the meantime, it looks like Ara could be in trouble. Will Power Shot land? Yes, it will.
Oh,
Last hit coming
very
from
nice
Rubik
play.
finishes the job.
Carry Rubik.
Yep, he's been doing a great job in this lane. And in the meantime, Determined is getting harassed constantly by Scarlet, and he just gets salved up by Ancient Apparition. Hamada might be going in too deep.
I mean, I
But-
think this is going alright for Bendover. I just think Gyrocopter should have more last hits on a lane like this.
Okay, some movement here on Scarlet. Determined is,
Fine.
yeah, he's gonna be fine. Hamada is gonna pop him probably a Clarity Potion, and he'll be fine. In the meantime, Takizor brought back twice from, but he's been good at denying.
I mean,
He's got his souls back. He's got 18
he's still
souls.
playing so aggressive, and he knows he's behind.
Yeah.
Does he have any stacks in his jungle by any chance? I don't think he does, because the supports haven't had time to stack.
Yeah, they've been doing really well defending Scarlet here.
I mean, the stacks are usually Shadow Fiend's comeback mechanism. He flash farms them.
Yep. But that doesn't seem to be the case now. In the meantime, Raji here has his Ring of Health, but he doesn't. He only has 1 tango left, so we'll see how long that's.
Anti-Mage is basically waiting until he gets his farm, so he can get back at this Darkseer. He's so mad right now.
Yeah, but he does still have lead with.
He does. Darkseer can't deny any hits. That's a key note. But I'd say that's fine. I mean, Shadow Fiend is level on farm with both him and the Wind Ranger. Gyro, like I said, should be a little bit higher on last hits, but I think that they're very happy with this. Both teams were happy with this so far.
Yep. So far it's been pretty.
Maybe
stable.
Shadow Fiend's a little bit let down because he died twice,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Anyways, they might catch a courier off guard here if they haven't. Will he be able to catch up?
What?
No. Why did you fly him back down?
Oh,
What's
that was strange play, and very lucky.
It looks like Wind Ranger is gonna try to run in to possibly try to get it, but he won't either.
What?
He tries to power shot through the cheese to find him, and yeah, I guess they failed right there. Kikizor in the meantime taking this opportunity to get a last hit. Bottle crowing was almost risky right there. So no significant movement from the Bendover supports, but the E-Labs have been on a constant move in the jungle, trying to pick somebody off, but they're playing too safe right now. As we the headdress pick up by the Anti-Mage. has run out of regen, but I'm guessing he'll be fine with keeping of health. And right now a TP is coming in from Rubik, and the mid lane, same with the Earthshaker. Is he? Nothing concrete happening there. Two supports TPing into the bottom lane to possibly catch this Darkseer off guard, who's doing pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say
But he's
so.
being out-farmed, of course, by the anti-mage.
You'd expect that.
Yep. Yeah, but Peeper is all alone. I wonder if any of the Bendover members realize that, but they don't really have any disables, and they have some rotation here from Kegzor and Araha for the bottom lane. Poe might be in big trouble if he does not see this coming.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he does use his wall of replica.
Well, he's manning up, but I don't know if that's the right decision.
And
he
does
blows
fall
up.
in the end.
Oh, is that a haste Shadow Fiend? Oh yeah, he's gonna get some food here. Wow, if that was if he doesn't get a kill here, that's huge.
He does not get a kill. He has a haste rune though.
Oh wow, really good job by Elab kiting him around there.
Yeah, he got kited big time. It was almost successful if he came in through this way instead.
I feel like you know, he could have got a kill, but he was greedy and he wanted two, and he went for the Slardar.
They overextended in there, gave up here, is in big trouble. Scarlet is chasing him down. It looks like he will get the kill. There's no TP from anybody, but the Wind Ranger will be able to tower shot him down, and that's a death right there. Let's take a look at the net worth. The Gyrocopter was right behind Anti-Mage, but Shadow Fiend was the one that's been the major disappointment as he lost the mid lane versus the Wind Ranger. As
I mean, Rubik, with all things considered, like he's almost level on farm with the Slardar. He's doing pretty well. Yeah,
Rubik has been pretty much everywhere on the map. In the meantime, we do see pressure here on the bottom lane to try to catch this Anti-Mage off guard. He does get salved up, and
Rubik's gonna. Oh, he's teasing.
Being very hesitant, and he just backs off instead. In the meantime, Scarlet here could be in trouble. Now level 6 for Slardar as of yet. Kick is or he's walking around casually.
He's trying to rack up souls in the jungle.
Yeah, it looks like Rubik might be caught out here. Nothing to do.
Oh, if they get this Shadow Fiend again, that'll be really bad.
I think he's aware. He's gonna go to the bottom room instead. Find out it's not there. Anti-Mage is walking around here pretty significantly, and there's nothing to be done. Does he have level 6 yet? No, he does not. Bottom lane, Kekizor could meet up. Is there gonna be a fissure here? Do we see a fissure?
Ooh, I don't believe it in blink. Wow.
He was so close to die.
That was a really late blink.
Stout Shield helped him big time.
Should get this Rubik. Yeah.
But he'll get a kill on Rubik for the mid tower. If they don't get this tier 1 tower here in the bottom lane, it would have not been worth it at all. But I think
this is a pretty big tower though. This gives them access to the jungle. They lose this tower, they're gonna have to play more defensively.
Yeah, but nobody's moving here. It looks like this tier 2 tower in the mid might fall. Shadow Fiend gets the last hit.
They'll be able to defend it.
He does get the stun on him. Will he get the follow-up? No, there's no follow-up from Gyrocopter. That gives some space for the Anti-Mage, who's just farming in the top lane, trying to get that Battle Fury. And yeah, but they're deep inside the enemy jungle right now, and they're aware of that. They've been pinged out by Slardar, and they're gonna go away safely.
Pretty back and forth so far.
Yeah, I mean, even though we do have some majority of
lead
kills
for
going
Elab's
way.
Oh well, there you go. The lead is depleting. It's almost break even.
Yep, it's almost even Stevens here, and God has been doing pretty well to try to catch up to that Anti-Mage. He will be going for those drums soon. What do you think his items are going to be like this game?
I mean,
for Gyro.
He's going for he has a Yasha, right? I'm guessing that's going to be for a Manta style. The Manta style will remove Slardar's ulti off him, And I think it removes Ancient Apparition's DOT, his cold feet.
Dire's
Yeah,
top tower is under attack.
That is most likely.
And it's an item that gives them some mana, it gives them some tankiness. I'm personally a fan of Manta style.
We'll see if it's a casual Yasha at first.
Could be.
He builds something else like some of Dominator or something. So Scarlet has arrived to push Reggie back. But Reggie has been farming well, and so has Windrunner. Windrunner should be getting her scepter pretty soon.
I mean, usually you see Gyro go BKB early, but there's not a lot of magic damage coming in. There's a lot of physical damage coming in.
Yep. And double damage on Shadow Fiend walking around casually. He's been pinged out.
Yeah, casually walking around with 250 damage almost per hit.
And Nugget's gonna be pushing towards his tier 1 tower here. They have the double damage, might as well take advantage of that and do some damage to that tier 1 tower. Is there gonna be any response coming from Elab?
I don't think they can fight
There's
this.
no TP from Ancient Apparition, and he's not level 6 yet. But bottom tier 2 tower is being applied heavily. It's like,
Really good job by Darkseer applying pressure on the other lane.
yep, and they're gonna be able to take this tower quite comfortably. And Totem's gonna be picked up here. Rubik is gonna be helped by. Oh, Scarlet goes so low there. Is he gonna chase? No, he's not going to. Gonna play it safe and still gave up. He's only at level 4. There's no.
As you can see, Gyro that goes Yasha first is really squishy. He's going Helm of Dominator. He's really squishy, even with that helm.
So
But 700 HP basically, 750.
that's why usually you go for BKB as well.
Exactly.
I mean, but the Manta style as well provides some decent amounts of HP. With the orb, anyways. Like some pressure.
To anti-mage farming the opponent's, the Dire's jungle. He's about to run into them, possibly.
Look at this tanky and this annoying illusion. Oh, what a shackle onto the illusion!
But he attacked the illusion, unfortunately. Cold Feet might proc, that was
They want to engage here, and it looks like a very beautiful sun here comes up onto gave up. But Windrunner has a blink dagger.
Sorry we missed that, guys.
Yep, and blinks away safety.
Blink first. Oh, so she got a casual Vid booster, blink, and she's gonna go back to the Aghanims.
Most probably. In the meantime, top tier 1 tower is going to be under assault here, and it's most likely going to be his for the tier 1 mid.
I would say that's maybe an even trade. You're giving anti-mage a last hit on a tower, and it's a pretty important tower. They don't even get the mid tower.
Keeps on getting the totem.
Okay, so now there's a problem.
Blink dagger on Slaughter soon.
The two carries for Elab are building up a small lead, and it's only going to grow larger, especially with anti-mage. How far is the anti-mage from his Battle Fury?
I won't be surprised if he's almost there.
What?
I think it's coming to him. Yep, he has it now. 16-minute Battle Fury.
So he bought the headdress early for the Vlads.
Yeah.
That's
I guess he needed that for sustain inside in the lane versus Darkseer.
yeah, possibly. A little strange, but it's working out.
That's the Battle Fury there for him, and Dazzle picks up a bunch of support items. GH might be in trouble, but Earthshake will only box himself off.
The mech on Darkseer. He just picked it up.
So Shadow Fiend has pretty much nothing. Be interesting to see what he goes for next. Meantime, bottom lane. GH gave up there.
You'd assume it's a standard Sanjin Yasha for the Shadow Fiend.
Oh, we have a smoke here popped up by the Radiant. And they're looking toward to find some. Here's the kill.
Slaughter is gonna debut his Blink Dagger.
Yeah, he's gonna probably go to secret shopping. Wait, actually, he already has it. Sorry. There is the crew. Blink Dagger is gonna catch off anybody off guard.
Ooh.
Echo Slam coming in. It's so anti-mage is in big trouble.
Really good defensive play by Earthshaker.
But is there gonna be any reverse kill? Wow, that was a very late recount, but that does slow Determined down pretty damn much. And he is going to fall. No, he does not.
Oh my god,
double.
that shackle.
And he does blink away to safety.
Wow.
That was a pretty damn good play there. That Shackle saved his life.
I mean,
but
even if they killed the Slardar, that's still a win for Elab, killing the gyro for the Slardar.
yeah, definitely.
And they don't even get it. That was...
Anti-Mage gets that kill.
GH's shackles have been ridiculous.
Yeah, and I think Earthshaker was a little late to react there. I think he should have fissured first before the Echo Slam, because it would have gotten both the Anti-Mage and the Wind Ranger to stop doing their assault there. But he decided to go for the greedy damage first, and I'm not saying that was a huge misplay, but I think it would have been a different situation if that hadn't occurred. And of course, the Darkseer didn't really use a Wall of Replica or anything else. Anti-Mage is just so hard to contain right now with him blinking anywhere. And that's
I mean, once he gets his Battle Fury, his farm just goes out of control.
No, his Vlads. But Shadow Fiend has been farming up. He hasn't died that time, so that was, I guess, the only.
So how do they
positive.
kill an Anti-Mage? Where's their lockdown to kill an Anti-Mage?
Well, it's gonna be up to Earthshaker now.
Yeah, he's literally the only guy. And they don't even have an Orchid carrier in their team.
There's so much to try to contain. It's Wind Ranger.
I just feel like Bendover don't have enough lockdown. They don't have enough stuns. They don't have enough control.
Yep, no rocket up on Gyrocopter, so there's no stuns there. I mean, even if they do smoke, who are they gonna catch out? Wind Ranger has Wind Run, Sprint on Slardar.
It can be one of the supports. That's about it.
Yeah, and it's not really. I guess it could be worth it if they get a double kill, but right now, smoke for support isn't really gonna be helpful, as Anti-Mage is gonna be farming on the other side of the map.
I mean, that's why I kind of expected. I didn't expect the Sanjin Yasha Shadow Fiend. I expected Yules, because I thought he could maybe Yules one of the supports or Wind Ranger.
I was going for a Manta style.
Yeah, Manta style. I mean, that's again for Slardar's ult and Cold Feet.
Yep, and already Anti-Mage getting a kill there, and it looks like it's going to continue on Hamada.
Oh.
Hamada does fall as well. Earthshaker comes up with the fissure, and no follow up.
And they're pinging him like they want to go in. Yeah, they'll think better of it.
And they're just going to back off. Slardar could have jumped in, but he would have.
He's really low. I mean, it would have been so greedy.
Shadow Fiend, too low HP to defend. Earthshaker's hell over there. He doesn't have a blink dagger. He doesn't want to die to lose.
Dire's top tower
That
is
last
under
team
attack.
fight by this tower, Earthshaker did a really good job waiting until they initiated and then coming in with the Echo Slam. It just didn't pay off, unfortunately.
No worries. Rebecca have a blink. Yes, he does. So looks like the map is slowly getting smaller for Bendover, even though it seemed like they were coming back.
Yeah. Oh, Slardar going down.
So a solo Echo Slam used there, and I guess it was worth it.
He's been having a good game.
He got 400 gold after that, and that's
There's the Manta.
one step closer.
Blinks right out of the fissure.
Yep. Now, top lane. Oh, working that up with his Iron Shell, trying to get that last hit.
What items does Darkseer have other than a mech? Oh, he went straight for the Greaves. That's another thing to purge off Slardar's anti-armor.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna hurt.
Is he gonna get Shallow Grave? Yes, he will. They do get a
Rubik
kill.
goes down.
And it looks like Kekizor could be in huge trouble here.
Ooh, oh, it's the mech and the... That's really good. Slardar is thinking about going in. He can't blink in anymore.
But they get a kill on this tower. In the meantime, Anti-Mage working on this top tower. Bottom tower, sorry. Slardar is trying to jump in here.
Oh, he gets
He
stopped.
gets stunned.
Ara on point.
Wall of Replica used,
A
but
little
no
bit
vacuum.
strange.
And in the meantime, Anti-Mage ratting his way through. He's gonna jump in.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Something
attack.
else to use there. And
Dire's structures are fortified.
double shackle here. Can he get a
Wow.
double kill? Hamada is in big trouble. He does fall.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Timber gets a huge kill there. And
That was
that's
just...
dominating. In the meantime, you have
That was really impressive.
Raji working that bottom. But he got low thanks to the Iron Shell on top of the tower.
Elab are playing top tier Dota.
Yep, and even though it looked like they were about to lose that team fight in the beginning, or I mean, they just reinitiated really quickly. They were good at initiating, they were good at reinitiating. Gyrocopter picks up the Sange and Yasha. Now it's time for Roshan. And double damage on Wind Ranger with the Scepter is OP. And
Yeah, Roshan's melting.
yep, Roshan
fallen
can go
to the
towards Wind Ranger.
Immortality!
So they'll be able to take tier 3s now without a problem.
Yeah, the lead has just blown up into a really big one. It was close until that last team fight, I'd say.
Yep. I mean, how do you think Dazzle have done so far this game?
He had one really good grave in the top lane where I think
He saved 2 heroes. He saved Gyro and the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, that's true.
But that wasn't enough. I mean, I don't know. I guess they weren't quick enough to retreat after getting that tier 1 tower. They should have been like, you know what, we got the tier 1 tower, let's get out of there. Well, very important item has been picked up on the Earthshaker, which is the Blink Dagger, and they'll need it big time to initiate. As in, they've been lacking initiation the whole game. Poe is trying to save up for that Blink Dagger as well.
I mean, I think I like Dazzle. I like that they got a lot of stuff to remove Slardar's ult off them. A lot of purges, Manta style, etc. And they have the Dazzle's weave, which will up their armor so much. And we were just talking about how Elab have a lot of physical damage.
Yeah. But right now, during that team fight, Anti-Mage wasn't even near the vicinity. He was up in this bottom lane, pushing it up to the tier 3 tower, almost dropping that and the Darkseer solo. He would have,
His farm's just too high.
yeah. And they know he's here too.
There's his Manta.
And that Manta, that butterfly doing so much work there. And they know that Scarlet is there. They have a ward here, catching him off guard.
You know, there's still this potential where if they somehow, I don't know how exactly, I haven't figured that out yet. If they somehow take out that Animage, that's a lot of gold going their way.
Whoa.
Nice Manta dodge.
Are they gonna?
And they're still engaging. No, just teasing.
It's too late. In the meantime, looks like in the bottom lane, Poe is gonna be the only one matching up against.
Didn't I tell you
Raji.
he was gonna wait till he get his farm, then go after the Darkseer? He's mad.
And there's no way you can stop the Sentiment. You don't have the lockdown to stop him. Darkseer though picks up a Blink Dagger.
I mean, the soonest, the closest thing to lockdown they can get, and that's not happening anytime soon, is a Hex.
Yeah, and possibly the only hero that could possibly get that.
This is Darkseer.
Yeah, or even the Earthshaker, but they're known.
Actually, Earthshaker's been doing pretty well. How's his but his farm is too low. The Darkseer can do it.
Ancient Apparition picks up a very, very important item, and that's the Scepter. No Hand of Midas there to get that, so he got that in 25 minutes. So he's been farming pretty well.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yep,
And he's the lowest farmed in their team. I mean, that's how well they're doing right now.
Dire's top tower has
so
fallen.
right now they're still on the top
Dire's
lane.
bottom barracks are under attack.
It must be so far. I mean, he hits you with that. You literally just have to go back and wait into wait in your fountain, while Anti-Mage's illusions push.
Shallow Grave used on Earthshaker because he might have died in that situation. The Ice Blast followed by the Wind Run Power Shot, Wind Ranger Power Shot. So they're just gonna take their time, arm it on up on Slardar. He's gonna do some massive amounts of damage, and he can be tanky as well. Aegis of Immortal still up on GH on the Wind Ranger. It'll be interesting to see what's done. Oh, looks like he's gonna jump here on Kikizor, but however, there's a huge amount of follow up. And it looks like he just wants to die just so he can come back to alive again.
I think he's gonna get punished for this though. His wind run's on
And
cooldown.
there's a wall of replica coming up, followed by everything else.
They get him.
However, the bottom lane is being taken down pretty quickly.
You
by
can't,
the
and he's
Anti-Mage.
going for some kills now,
It looks
casually.
like he's gonna follow up on the Dazzle. to get a
Kikizor
mega
might,
kill.
Kikizor
And it looks
goes
like
down
Thunder
too.
comes in with the bash, killing the Shadow Fiend. Ooh, and now, speaking of bash, Anti-Mage has a basher, and they're gonna be pushing this bottom lane now, and they're gonna be taking this tier 3 melee Rex pretty quickly.
Dire's bottom
This
barracks
is
are
looking
under attack.
very grim.
Yes,
Dire's
indeed.
structures are
Fortification used. No, Echo Slam is still up.
There it
And he
is.
does use it, but
I don't think they have the damage though.
And he just blinks out of there.
Oh my goodness.
Fissure picked up on.
He's coming back for the kills. Good counter initiation. Oh.
Scarlet in big trouble. Scarlet does fall.
There's a lucky
There's
first
no way
hit.
you can
First
stop
hit
this
bash.
damage. It looks like
And the disconnect. Rage quit. Just kidding.
what's going on.
Oh. Was that really a rage quit?
Seems like it.
Well.
We didn't have the best of mid games, and it's okay.
There's a lot on the line here. Sometimes it goes to your head.
So that's game one for you folks. E-Lab versus Bendover. Game two coming up shortly. Please stay tuned, and
We'll see you soon.
see you soon.